Smiles so nice like she wants to come with me,
Was just a few lines of a song playing today? Can you still remember where you were, who you were in love with, or what dreams you once had when you first heard that melody? And tonight, let's travel back to 1967 to revisit 21 hit wonders that time could never erase from America's memory. And you were a part of that memory too. Number 1. Come On Down to My Boat, Every Mother's Son.
Come on down to my boat, baby. Come on down where we...
Released in 1967, this song delivered a strong sense of escape that perfectly captured the spirit of the 1960s. Written by Jerry Goldstein and Wes Farrell, it had been recorded earlier, but only truly exploded when Every Mother's Son, a pop band from New York, infused it with youthful energy.
Smiles so nice like she wants to come with me,
Its upbeat, instantly memorable melody helped the song climb into the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. Despite strong exposure, the group was unable to repeat that success. The song became a symbol of the 1967 urge to escape reality, while also marking the band's single shining moment. Number 2. Little Bit of Soul, the music explosion. Little Bit of Soul was one of the biggest hits of 1967, reaching number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Written by British songwriters John Carter and Ken Lewis, the song truly took off in the hands of the music explosion. Its defining feature was a sharp fuzz guitar sound that blended pop with garage rock. Despite massive success, the band failed to sustain momentum. Later releases made little impact, and the group quickly faded from view. Today, Little Bit of Soul is often cited as the perfect example of a flawless hit that stood alone in an artist's career. Number 3. San Francisco, Be Sure to Wear Flowers in Your Hair, Scott McKenzie. Released at the height of the Summer of Love, San Francisco became the defining anthem of the 1967 counterculture movement. Written and produced by John Phillips, the song rapidly spread across the United States and Europe. Scott McKenzie, not previously a major star, suddenly became the face of peace and flower power. The song reached the top 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped international charts. However, McKenzie's solo career never reached similar heights. San Francisco endures as a historic moment where the era itself overshadowed the artist.
There's a man with a gun over there.
Number 4. For What It's Worth, Buffalo Springfield.
Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Released at the end of 1966 but surging in popularity throughout 1967, this song is often mistaken for an anti-war anthem. In reality, Stephen Stills wrote it in response to the Sunset Strip curfew riots in Los Angeles. With its restrained tension and uneasy atmosphere, the song struck a nerve with young Americans.
Now stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop.
It reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became Buffalo Springfield's defining achievement. Although several band members later became famous in their own right, this remains the song most closely associated with the group, a track born from unrest that continues to echo through history. Number 5. We Ain't Got Nothing Yet, Blues Magoos. Driven by a thick organ sound and urgent rhythm, this song became a defining example of garage rock in 1967. Blues Magoos, hailing from the Bronx in New York City, delivered a sound that was both rebellious and instantly catchy. The track quickly reached the top 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and dominated American radio. However, as psychedelic garage rock faded from popularity, so did the band. Later releases failed to gain traction. Today, The song is seen as one of the final major echoes of garage rock before rock music grew more complex. Number 6. Pata Pata, Miriam Makeba. Pata Pata brought African music closer to mainstream American audiences than ever before. Although originally written in the 1950s, Miriam Makeba's 1967 recording became the definitive version. The song reached the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stood as her biggest U.S. hit. Makeba was not only a singer, but also a prominent activist, which gave her American career more symbolic weight than commercial focus. Pata Pata remains a rare crossover hit that transcended cultural boundaries, and the only time she truly dominated U.S. charts. Number 7. I Was Kaiser Bill's Batman, Whistling Jack Smith. This was one of the strangest novelty hits of 1967. The song relied almost entirely on whistling rather than traditional lyrics. Written by Roger Cook and Roger Greenaway, it quickly captured the curiosity of radio audiences. The track reached the top 5 in the UK and the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100. Whistling Jack Smith was actually a fictional studio persona rather than a real artist. After this success, nothing comparable followed. The song exists today as a perfectly timed novelty, an audio gimmick that worked once, and only once. Number 8. Talk Talk, The Music Machine. Released in late 1966, but gaining strong popularity in 1967, Talk Talk became one of the darkest garage rock hits of the era. Featuring heavy fuzz guitar and pounding drums, it stood apart from mainstream pop radio. The Music Machine, based in Los Angeles, cultivated a brooding and rebellious image. The song reached the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became the band's defining track. Despite its later influence on punk and alternative rock, the group disbanded early. Talk Talk remains a foundational stone of American garage rock.
Talk, 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 talk. Hearts go astray, leaving her when they go.
Number 9. Everlasting Love, Robert Knight. Recorded in Nashville, Everlasting Love blended soul and pop into an immediately accessible sound. The song quickly reached the top 15 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1967. Robert Knight's smooth vocals evoked Motown, even though he was not associated with the label. Despite the song's success, Knight was unable to maintain a lasting chart presence. Notably, the song outlived its original performer, spawning numerous successful cover versions. Still, the 1967 original is widely regarded as the purest and most heartfelt rendition.
Things went wrong today. Bad news came my way. I woke up to find.
Number 10. Western Union, The Five Americans.
Since a word to read, a telegram I didn't need. Says she doesn't care no more.
Inspired by the Western Union telegram service, this song tells a breakup story rooted in the pre-mobile phone era. Its energetic melody and Vox Continental organ helped propel it into the top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100. The Five Americans, from Oklahoma, were known for their high-energy performances.
Got your cable just today. Feel my groove, I've got to say.
However, Western Union proved to be their peak achievement, as later releases failed to attract similar attention. Today, the song serves as a nostalgic snapshot of how communication and heartbreak once worked before the digital age.
There'll be no strings to bind your hands, not if my love.
Number 11, Angel of the Morning, Evie Sands.
Call me angel of the morning, angel.
Evie Sands was the first artist to record Angel of the Morning, but timing was not on her side. Her 1967 version achieved only modest success, while a later cover became the major hit. Even so, the original recording is highly regarded by collectors for its subtle emotion and sincerity.
Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby.
Sands' career never gained significant momentum afterward, and she is often cited as a victim of circumstance and industry timing. Angel of the Morning stands as a clear example that music history is not always fair.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
Morning sun, I say it's good to see you shine.
Number 12, 98.6, Keith.
Got spring and summer running through me.
Inspired by normal human body temperature, 98.6 delivered a bright and comforting feel. The song quickly climbed into the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 in 1967. Keith, born James Barry Kiefer, benefited from an experienced studio team behind the scenes. Although the single sold over 1 million copies,
Hey, 98.6, it's good to have you back.
he never achieved another major hit. Subsequent releases lacked freshness and impact. 98.6 proves that a simple idea at exactly the right moment can create a success that never repeats.
98.6, her loving is the medicine that hits me each morning for a million years.
Number 13, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye, The Casinos.
If it don't work out, then if it don't work,
This ballad moved at a slow pace and carried deep emotion, standing in contrast to many upbeat hits of 1967. Written by John D. Loudermilk, it was recorded by the Casinos in Cincinnati. The song quickly rose into the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100.
tell me you love me for a million years.
Despite its success, the group was unable to sustain public interest. The song itself endured, later covered by many artists. The original remains remembered as a rare moment of tenderness during a turbulent musical era.
Then you can tell me goodbye. No parking by the sewer sign, hot dog, my razor broke, water dripping up the spout.
Number 14, Let It All Hang Out, The Hombres.
Hanging from a pine tree by my knees, sunshine through the shade, nobody knows what it's.
Featuring a spoken introduction and a playful, half-serious tone, this song immediately stood out. The Hombres from Memphis drew strong influence from Bob Dylan and garage rock. The track reached the top 15 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1967.
Sleep all day, drive all night, brain my numb, can't stop now, for sure ain't no.
However, the band's momentum quickly stalled, and they disbanded only a few years later. Let It All Hang Out captured the rebellious and sarcastic spirit of youth culture at the time, a fun hit that also marked the end of the road for the band.
Leg eating a Reuben sandwich with sauerkraut. Don't stop now, baby, let it all hang out. I've been trying to get to you for a long time. 'Cause constant.
Number 15, Expressway to Your Heart, The Soul Survivors.
Now you won't look in my direction on the expressway to your heart.
Written by the legendary duo Gamble and Huff, this song marked an early step toward what would become Philadelphia soul. Inspired by a traffic jam, it blended soul and pop with remarkable effectiveness. The track reached the top 5 on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the R&B chart. While the Soul Survivors never had another major hit, Gamble and Huff went on to become iconic producers. Expressway to Your Heart is remembered not only as a one-hit wonder, but as the starting point of a powerful musical legacy behind the scenes.
Come on, look in my direction.
More than half a century later, these songs still haven't faded. They weren't just the hits that made 1967 unforgettable. They became pieces of memory that have quietly lived on in the hearts of listeners ever since. Their artists may have reached the top only once, but that one moment was enough to make them immortal. And that is the true magic of a one-hit wonder. It may happen only once, but it can be remembered for a lifetime.
Think that I can take it, 'cause it took so long to make it.
And I don't know what to say, yeah.
Imagine a night in 1968. Cigarette smoke hanging under yellow lights, an old radio playing a melody that makes the whole room fall silent. Outside there is war, chaos, and fear. But inside, music is the only thing keeping people together. Then suddenly, everything disappears. Those songs fade out, those artists vanish too, as if they had never existed. No explanation, no trace, only haunting melodies left behind, and one name, the ghosts of music. Tonight we will go back to 1968 to find out the forgotten truth. Number 15, The Horse, Cliff Nobles and Company. An instrumental hit and the tragedy of its own singer. Cliff Nobles recorded the song with vocals, but radio stations accidentally played the B-side, the instrumental version. It became a number 2 national hit. The cruel irony. The biggest song bearing his name didn't include his voice. Cliff sank into depression, quit music, and worked construction until his death in 2008. He never once heard the vocal version of his own song on the air.
Hey boy, to me you're just a play.
Number 14, Playboy, Gene and Debbie. Playboy sounds like a gentle love song, but it was really a goodbye set to music. When Gene Thomas and Debbie Neville entered the studio, their relationship was already fractured. Debbie had discovered Gene's affair with their songwriter. She didn't shout, she sang. Each line, "You're just a playboy," cut like a soft blade wrapped in melody.
And I fell under your
After that session, Debbie left Nashville in silence, carrying her pain in a voice listeners would never forget. Gene kept performing the song, but he could never reclaim what mattered most, the woman who turned betrayal into art. Number 13, Love Makes a Woman, Barbara Acklin. One of Chicago soul's most radiant voices, yet constantly overshadowed. Barbara Acklin was signed to Brunswick Records alongside Jackie Wilson, but insiders claimed her singles were deliberately delayed to favor male artists. Even so, Love Makes a Woman rose to number 15 on Billboard. In her diary, she once wrote, "Love makes a woman, but music made me disappear." When she passed in 1998, she left behind dozens of unreleased recordings that the label allegedly kept hidden. Her voice, both tender and defiant, remains one of soul music's quiet tragedies.
I shouldn't hide my love deep inside, the world should explain.
Number 12, I Love You, People.
I love you, yes I do, but the words won't come.
A sweet love song that ended a band's career. I Love You became People's only hit, but behind the success came irreparable division. Lead singer Larry Norman wanted to steer the group toward Christian rock, while others insisted on staying true to hard rock. They argued and broke up on stage in San Jose.
And I don't know what to say, yeah.
Before leaving, Larry took the original demo with him. a version rumored to contain spiritual lyrics. When Capitol moved its archives, the tape disappeared and was never found. I Love You still plays softly like a promise, but for people, it was the final farewell between faith and fame.
And I don't know what to say.
Number 11. Grazing in the Grass, Hugh Masekela. A bright, joyful melody born out of exile, Hugh Masekela recorded Grazing in the Grass while living in exile, banned from returning to South Africa for opposing apartheid. Behind his smile was the pain of homesickness. His record label asked him to hide his African roots, fearing American audiences wouldn't accept black music. He agreed, just so the song could be heard. When his trumpet rang out, it carried the soul of Africa across borders. The song hit #1 on Billboard, but to Hugh, it wasn't a victory, only a way to forget the ache of exile for a moment. He once said, "I played the horn to remember home, not to forget it."
I'm a girl watcher. I'm a girl watcher. Watching girls.
Number 10. Girl Watcher, The Occasions.
Girl watcher. I'm a girl watcher. Watching girls go by.
A lighthearted tune wrapped in controversy. As the song reached the top 5, feminist groups criticized it for being sexist. The band was forced to cancel their northern tour after receiving threats. Singer Donnie Weaver recalled,
I wonder if you know that you're putting on a show.
"We just wanted to sing about summer fun. We never meant to cross a line." The original master tape was later lost in the 1978 Universal Vault fire, turning Girl Watcher into a real ghost of pop history.
I'm a girl watcher. Here comes one now.
Spring was never waiting for us, girl.
Number 9. MacArthur Park, Richard Harris.
Don't think that I can take it, 'cause it took so long to break it.
No song in 1968 was as bizarre or emotional as MacArthur Park, a 7-minute epic where a melting cake in the rain became a symbol of decayed love. Composer Jimmy Webb wrote it after being left by his lover, drunk and heartbroken.
Never had the recipe again.
When Richard Harris recorded it, he too was intoxicated, making the 50-piece orchestra wait for hours. The song seemed nonsensical, yet beneath its strange lyrics lay deep human sorrow, the pain of a love that couldn't return. Critics mocked it, but MacArthur Park climbed to number 2 on Billboard, proof that even heartbreak can become art.
I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's
Number 8. Reach Out of the Darkness, Friend and Lover. A song full of light, born in the darkness of a breakup. Jim and Kathy Post, the married duo behind it, were falling apart when they stepped into the studio. Still, they held hands and sang about unity and love while their own hearts were breaking. That truth gave the song its warmth and ache. When it hit the Billboard Top 10, they separated. Kathy later confessed, "I can't sing that song anymore. Every time I hear it, I hear my heart breaking." Reach Out of the Darkness remains one of pop's most tender goodbyes, a love song that said farewell. Number 7. Inagata-Davida, Iron Butterfly. No song in the 60s was stranger than Inagata-Davida. Doug Ingle had meant to sing In the Garden of Eden, but in a hazy stupor the words slurred, and the band kept it that way because it sounded otherworldly. In a dark studio, They lit candles, burned incense, and played non-stop for 17 minutes. When released, the track was so long that radio stations had to cut it to fit. Despite that, it became a massive hit and left a shadow behind. Years later, bassist Philip Kramer mysteriously vanished, his body found in a canyon. No one ever discovered what happened. Inagata Davida still echoes, a musical ritual that never truly ended. Number 6. Nobody But Me, The Human Beans. That lively, carefree rock tune carried a fracture no one saw. When Nobody But Me hit the airwaves, listeners loved the repetitive "no, no, no" section. Unaware the record label had secretly altered it, Capitol had removed the guitar solo and inserted dozens of no's to make it more commercial. When the band heard the final version, they were stunned. It no longer felt like theirs. Their lawsuit against Capitol failed, and the Human Beans disbanded soon after. The lead singer later admitted, "We thought we'd captured our youth, but they turned it into a product." Nobody But Me still plays, a haunting reminder that sometimes success betrays its own creator. Number 5. Classical Gas, Mason Williams. An immortal guitar piece, and a forgotten controversy. At the time, Mason Williams was a comedy writer for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. After Classical Gas won a Grammy, CBS abruptly canceled the show, and Williams was fired without explanation. Rumor had it he'd been blacklisted because the song was seen as carrying an anti-war message. He soon disappeared from television entirely. Classical Gas, the piece he wrote in solitude, became a wordless anthem for a voice that had been silenced. Number 4. Angel of the Morning, Merrily Rush.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
A tender ballad about forbidden love, but for Merrily Rush, it became a wound that never healed. Many reports claim she was blacklisted by Southern radio stations for lyrics deemed too bold, describing an affair outside of marriage.
Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby.
Some stations even received bomb threats for playing Angel of the Morning during prime time. After that single success, Merrily withdrew from the spotlight and avoided interviews. She once said quietly, "I just wanted to sing about love. They turned it into a sin." Number 3. Green Tambourine, The Lemon Pipers. A sweet, colorful song, but with a dark story behind it. Buddha Records forced the band to record bubblegum pop, though they wanted to make real psychedelic rock. When Green Tambourine hit number 1 on Billboard, one member quit the band that very night.
My green tambourine.
Guitarist Bill Bartlett later said, "We became puppets in the studio. Every note was controlled. They never scored another hit again." Some believe there was an unreleased version, one that captured the band's real soul, but the label buried it forever. Number 2. Fire, The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Arthur Brown called himself the God of Hellfire. But that very fire nearly consumed his life. During a show in Windsor, his flaming helmet caught fire for real, burning him badly and leading to a lawsuit against the organizers. After that, Arthur vanished from the media for almost 10 years. A former manager once revealed, Arthur wasn't just obsessed with fire, he believed he was possessed by it. Police later discovered his studio, covered with black mirrors and red candles, arranged like an occult ritual. No one ever dared to ask further questions. Number 1. Judy in Disguise. John Fred and his Playboy Band. A cheerful song parodying Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles. But few know that John Fred regretted this song for the rest of his life. He once admitted in a 1989 interview that he had been threatened with a lawsuit for copying the Beatles without permission. Rumor has it that when the song hit number 1, an anonymous letter from London arrived, warning him to stop performing it in the UK. John Fred kept that letter locked in a safe for 20 years, until the day he died. No one ever found out who really sent it. Those songs once flashed like lightning. So brilliant they made the whole world fall silent. And then they vanished. It's not that they left, it's that we forgot them. But music never dies. It hides in old vinyl records, in the sound of falling rain, and in long, sleepless nights. Every melody is a scar, every lyric a confession left unspoken. And then in a very late moment, when you press play, they return, not loudly, just enough to make your heart ache.